Good morning, folks. Welcome to our new series that we begin today, a series on short devotions on the book of Psalms. And as you would expect, we will begin with Psalm number 1. Let me read to you the words of the Psalm. How blessed the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, and does not stand in the way of sinners, and does not sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by streams of water, that yields its fruit in its season. Its leaves do not wither, and everything he does prospers. The wicked are not so. They are like the chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore, the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor will sinners stand in the congregation of the righteous. For Yahweh, the Lord, knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. In preparing these short devotions, I've been greatly helped by various commentators and writers who have produced commentaries and other items on the book of Psalms. First question this morning, by way of introduction, is quite simply this. Why is Psalm 1 Psalm 1? Now that might seem a strange question, but my point is this. Why is Psalm 139 not the first psalm in the Psalter? Or why is Psalm 8, that wonderful psalm about creation and man, why is it not Psalm number 1? Or why is that glorious penitential psalm, Psalm 51, why is it not placed at the very beginning of the Psalter? Different writers suggest Psalm 1 is where it is, the first psalm in the Psalter, because the subject matter of this psalm deals with a subject of utmost importance. Whenever you think of it, Psalm 1 in broad terms teaches us that there are two men, the godly man and the wicked man. There are two ways of living, walking in the way of the righteous or walking in the ways of sinners. And ultimately there are two destinations or two destinies, to be known by God and to be able to stand in judgment, and the other destiny not to stand and to be driven away, a picture of God bringing judgment upon the wicked. The whole Bible teaches that there are two types of people. There are those who are the righteous, and they are righteous because they are in Christ. And there are those who are the wicked, the unrighteous, because they are not trusting in Christ. Psalm 1 sets this out very clearly, and it's a subject that we need to come to terms with. Psalm 1 is the Old Testament commentary on the words of Jesus himself in the book of Matthew in chapter 7, verses 13 and 14. Enter by the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is easy that leads to destruction, and those who enter by it are many. But the gate is narrow and the way is hard that leads to life, and those who find it are few. Again, two ways, two sets of people, two destinies. This psalm reminds the reader, as he begins the book of Psalms, about this most important subject, and says it's important what company you belong to. It's important the sort of life that you live, and it's important where you're going. And just this morning, by way of introduction, before we even get into the psalm, I would say to you, which of the two groups do you belong to? the righteous, those in Christ, or the others, the wicked, who are not in Christ. If you're in the former, your life will reflect that, as will your life if you're in the latter. And when it comes to the end of life, there's only one of two destinies to which you'll be going, either heaven or hell. I look forward to looking at this psalm and other psalms in more detail in the days to come, and I hope this little introductory thought on Psalm 1 has proven to be helpful. Have a good day.